Hey everybody, welcome to Grace and Fire. My name is Glenda for those who are new, and I'd like to welcome Mr. Grace and Fire. He has never joined me for a live, so this is an honor and a treat, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. We are going to do an unboxing and a thank you and for some shout outs to 3 different channels that have sent us some gifts. And before we get started, I want to apologize that they are a little bit late. We had a little bit of a medical emergency this week that was addressed, and everything is okay. So I just wanted to address that head on. So we're good to go. We thank you for your grace and patience with us as we have not done this unboxing until now, but we wanted to do this live with each of you guys. So first up, I'm going to open up one that I received from Lazy Days Ahead with Lisa and Jesse. I've dropped the channels down below. I received this envelope in the mail. I went to the post office to join. Hi, Mom. Hi, Willow Way Ranch. Welcome. And so I didn't know who it was from, so I went ahead and I opened it up. So I'm going to show you what I got. And it's a beautiful card. And inside of it is a sweet little note. And I'm not going to show you the note, but I've got a magnet with the Lazy Days Ahead. And I've got a sticker. So I'm really excited. For those who don't know, I have a board. Let me turn it around. So later on, I'll just stick my little sticker on my board, and I like to keep my board back here. So Lazy Days Ahead, thank you so much for the sticker and for the magnet. I'll have it right about here a little bit later. So thank you. On the Lazy Days Ahead giveaway live for their 500 subscriptions, Tony at Kettle Kitchen gave away a cookbook as a prize, and guess who won? Whoop, 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 whoop. So I'm excited. So I'm going to open that up. I'll not put that right on the mic so it's not so loud. I have been waiting on this cookbook. I have wanted this. I know exactly which one it is. I've had this on my wish list for a long time. Right, honey? Mm-hmm. It is the complete guide to home canning. It is the USDA's edition. So I am really excited. If you're into canning, it's definitely good to pick up approved books on canning. I have the ball books, which is what I go by. I also go by recipes from the USDA. You can look that up online from their tried and true recipes. But I've never had their book. So I'm really excited to give this one a try. So yay! So thank you, Tony at Kettle Kitchen. I'm really excited. And last but not least, Mr. Grayson Fire won a prize. So yep. I brought him up here. That's why he's actually sitting here, right, Mr. Grayson Fire? Yep. So for those who don't know, Lala Farm, they gave away prizes, I think, 2 weeks ago, I think. And
shirts, gift cards, and tumblers.
That's right. And so Mr. Grayson Fire was logged in, and I think Rick was kind of impressed that we knew he pulled up this tool for a lathe, and he asked anybody. This has nothing to do with the prize, by the way. He just said, does anybody know what this tool is? And Mr. Grayson Fire and I both knew exactly what tool he was showing off. He was showing off a mandrel, which makes ink pens on a lathe.
Can make more things, but ink pen's the main thing I use it for.
Yeah. So we were really excited to see somebody else interested in making ink pens, because that's something that my husband likes to do on the days that he feels good. In fact, in here in a minute, I'll show you one that he's made. I'm really proud of him. So anyhow, but he won this prize fair and square. It was, I don't remember what the hashtag word was, but there was a word and they did a random drawing. So Mr. Grayson Fire, this is from Rick at La La Farms. So I went ahead and cut it for you so it makes it easier on you. I'm excited, you guys. I haven't seen it yet. I just cracked it for him.
Oh, that's a nice tumbler.
Oh, let's see. Oh, let me get that a little bit closer to the camera.
He gave you some other stuff.
Look. Isn't that nice? Oh, I like it's really nice and textured. Oh, there's a letter on the inside. Oh my goodness. Okay, here, I'm going to give you back your mug. Okay, so let me see here. Oh, they wrote a special, there's a special note from Kimberly. And I'll leave this off to the side, but it's on the note card. And oh my goodness, we've got stickers for my sticker board. Look. Isn't that nice? So those are going to go on my sticker board. And for those who don't know, this is the La La Farm shirt. And on the back it says, chicken butt. So I'm out rocking my La La Farms t-shirt that I won. So anyhow, but what do you have to say?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, you guys. Oh, I see we have people that have joined the chat. So mom, hey, my mom is in the channel or the chat. Yep. So, and then Cassandra, sorry, Dominic. Hello, she says, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Grayson Fire and everyone in the chat. So hello. And Willow Ray Ranch is in the chat. So yeah, I'm just so grateful to them. So let me show you real quick. Mr. Grayson Fire is not going to stay with me very long. He's going to go back out and rest. So he makes ink pens on a lathe. And this actually, he pours the acrylic himself, and it has tinfoil in it, which is the silver that's running through it. Pretty cool. And it's called a shake pen. Is that correct, sweetheart?
Shake pen.
It's called a shake pen. So, and see the ink is out. Hard. Oh, I did it too hard. Okay.
No, you did it right.
There we go. Right. So it's in, and then it's out. Isn't that cool? I love that ink pen. So, yeah, this is what Mr. Grayson Fire makes. Just recently, I did some random acts of kindness, and a few other YouTube channels have already received them as a part of their random acts of kindness. Not exactly that kind of ink pen, but similar ones. So anyhow, all right, sweetheart. Well, I'm going to let you go on down and rest. You want to take your mug with you? Yeah, I'm going to. All right. We're going to let Mr. Grayson Fire go on down. I'm going to pull the camera back over. Yes, I'm so happy that he joined us. See you guys later. See you later. If you want to shut the door, darling. Thank you.
You're welcome. Kimberly, watch your nose.
Oh, we have a dog on the floor. How is everybody? I'm going to go back through the chat and just kind of see what I missed. Yep, mom's got one. Hello, Sarah's little corner of the crochet world. Welcome. Hey, you guys, write the word grace so that way we can connect and share your channel out, because I do absolutely believe in connecting with each other. So definitely do that. And thanks, Mom, for smashing the like button. For those who don't know, the third week, I believe it is, in April, isn't that awful? And I'm getting too old to remember, but it was my birthday. And I sent out 4 random acts of kindness, and all of the channels have officially received their boxes. So I'm really proud to announce the 4 channels that got them. Yesterday over at Country Mama Musings, she was the last one I was waiting on to open. I couldn't say anything because I didn't tell anybody who was getting random acts of kindness boxes. So she received a crochet hook that my husband had turned on the lathe. It was a project that I asked him to do. For those who don't know, she is doing a weekly crochet pattern. I have known how to crochet since I was a little girl, and I just don't know how to read patterns. That's just the fact. I don't know how to read patterns, but I can crochet. So I've been crocheting along with her, and I asked my husband to make this crochet hook. And so we mailed it off with an ink pen for Papa Jim and some sunflower seeds from my garden. So she received that and opened it as of yesterday. Casey over at Ormsby Farms, he received seeds, whether they were from my garden or some that I had bought and split with him. Yeah, so he's got a whole bunch of seeds for his brand new homestead. I'm so proud of him. I love what he's doing down there. I'm so excited to see his farm just go and flourish. I'm so proud of him and excited. So definitely go check out his channel. Lisa, and I'm drawing a blank. Lisa, don't be mad at me. Give me some grace right now. I know your channel name. Mom, help me out. Lisa at Yogi Hollow. Oh my goodness, how could I forget that? Lisa at Yogi Hollow, she got an ink pen that my husband had turned, and it had pine cones from upstate New York in it. And then Bobby and Sherry got an ink pen with leaves from plants from around my property that was poured into the acrylic there at Black's Tropical Homestead. And then they are getting ready to have a Soil Family Expo, I believe this next weekend. If I don't know if she's in the chat, but she watches the replay. You can correct me, Sherry. It's okay. But anyhow, I sent them a box full of sunflower seeds, just random ones that I've collected for the past 4 years. Well, I grow them every year, and then I save the seeds, and then I grow them again, and then I save the seeds. So they're like, I don't even know what variety they are because the original package was 4 years ago on all of them. So anyhow, they're mystery seeds, and they probably have cross-pollinated, so who knows? But anyhow, they're from my garden, and I just sent a bunch of them out. So that was my 4 random acts of kindness in honor of my birthday. So you can go check out those channels and say hello. I love random acts of kindness. I believe in being a giver and not a receiver, especially at my birthday. So it just was a joy and a pleasure to see everybody's faces. And I just tell you, all these channels, every single one of you guys have blessed me in one way or another. And I want to send everybody something. But I can't do everybody, send everybody a package. But yeah, so but I appreciate each of you guys. But I was really excited to see those 4. Okay, Mama, you have a wonderful day. She's got to head on out. No problem. I know she's got a busy day. So thank you so much for the belated birthday. I appreciate that. I had a wonderful birthday. I have to tell you, it was out in the country. It was just my husband and I. We like little small places to go, just sit where it's quiet for him. And we just had lunch. That's all we had, just a simple little lunch in the middle of nowhere. And I actually did a video on the place that I went. And they have a beautiful garden center and a nursery. It's a little English garden type place. And they have a winery too. I didn't hit up the winery, but they have good wine, but I just didn't hit them up. So yeah, definitely a family favorite to go to. And it was just nice, just peaceful. And got some herbs for the garden. I got a stevia plant and a lemon verbena plant and some mint. So yeah, I am. Oh, and dill, because I was struggling to get my dill going this year. So I bought some dill that it was already up and going. So I'd be ready for pickling season. So yeah, it was really nice to be able to go out there and have a wonderful birthday. But you know, anyhow, it was wonderful. So anyhow, how are each of you guys doing? I hope everybody is doing well. I hope that everybody's been out in the garden and able to do something wonderful, get your plants going, or if you're around the world and on the other end of it, getting your beds, to rest. I understand that too. Some people are watching in from Australia, and I believe that's fall time there. So, how are you guys? What have you been up to? I'm slowly getting everything going. Oh, okay. So very busy with work and college. Yeah, that's a lot. To be a full-time employee and to work or vice versa. Yeah, that's a lot to do. So I'm sure you're enjoying the day off today. Um, which is nice to take a break too, for sure. So, Aunt Lynn is in the channel. You're heading home from church. Good. I hope church was good today. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. So here you got your garden planted, Willow Way Ranch. Awesome. Awesome. That is fantastic. Yeah, I have been working on mine. I because of our family emergency that we had with Mr. Grayson Fire, he is fine. I will say that. Thank you, Lord. He or the it kind of set me back rather uh because I had to shift my focus to him. Um I'm a little bit delayed on getting the garden together, but we are we're getting it there. The tomatoes are almost all the way planted. I have all of my bell peppers in. I have some Schwarzenberry, I think it is. They're a really good berry to make jams and jellies out of. I have those planted. Hello, Deborah. Welcome. Welcome. And so I have most everything. I was thinking about it this morning. I don't have my watermelons in the ground. I don't have my Kajari melons, the ones that are popped up. I have some that I pre-seeded. I have one seed, or I have the seeds in the ground, but I have some that I pre-sprouted. I need to get those in the ground. And then I need to get my cucumbers. So I've got to get that going. So I'm running just a little bit behind on that stuff, but I'm okay. You got to give yourself some grace and life happens. So that's kind of my thought. Full time with both, no day off. Oh, no day off. Okay. But that was yesterday. I got an exam study for today along with dishes and laundry. I pulled some. Oh no. Oh my goodness. I hope your leg gets better. That's no fun. I'm so sorry to hear that. And back to work tomorrow. Yeah. I did full-time college and worked at the same time at one point. It was a lot. It was a lot. And at one time my husband was doing full-time college and working full-time. Many years ago, many years ago. Probably now at this point, maybe about 15 years ago, he was doing full-time work and full-time college at the same time. And it's I'll tell you, it's a sacrifice, but it does pay off in the end. So for sure, keep going, keep the faith, keep going. You'll get there. Prize is at the end. I'm wishing you all the very best with this. It's no tough feat, to be doing both, but my hat's off to you during this time, for sure, for sure. Yeah. So are you working towards your bachelor's or your master's, or what are you working towards? I just have my associates, so I'd like to go back and work towards a bachelor's degree. That's a dream of mine at some point. Life has gotten in the way, and I finished up on my associates several years ago, and then life got in the way again. And, at some point I would like to go back, but that's okay. We just do what we got to do and keep moving, So, yeah. But no, everything else is going good here. We're just getting back into the game of things. I'm back full on, at home being caregiver now and moving forward. And yeah, I see. I'm not sure if my Aunt Lynn is still listening. Are you still in there, Aunt Lynn? I know that they are traveling. So internet can be kind of funny with where she's at too. So she may be popping back in and out. So Willoway Ranch, if she doesn't respond, it might just be because her internet where she's at, but she'll be back in just a second. So she probably is running like from the car to her house. She was at church. And so usually what happens is she'll just run in and she'll get up on her computer. So I'm sure she would say hi. My Aunt Lynn is very friendly. So I know she'd be like, hi. She'd be sad she missed your hello. So I'll make sure she knows you said hello. But yeah, if she's not responding fast, that's what's going on. She's on her way back from church. So, which isn't that far of a drive. So anyhow, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to the garden get going. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, I don't want anybody thinking anybody's ignoring anybody. I do know, I know what's going on with her, and I know that they've had some internet issues, so out that way. So yes, I would love to. I would love to. Are you up to joining in on the chat? Because I would love to have, if you want to join me, I will be glad to have you join me. I could send you a private link. I don't know if you're on Instagram, but I could send you a private link to the chat if you're interested. Just let me know if that's something you'd like. I don't know. I mean, no pressure. And if not, no, you don't offend me. It's all good. I don't want to put anybody on the spot. I know that can be kind of, but if you'd like to join me, you're welcome to come hang out. So anyhow, but yeah, Nightbot's really going to town. I can see that. I got to fix Nightbot a little bit. I think it's saying hi every time somebody says hello. Okay. No problem. No problem, Sarah. No problem. I totally understand that. I get that life. It's all good. I would love to schedule a time though, and we can have a chat. Whenever you're ready, it's all good. I get that way too. In my life as a, oh, okay. Yeah. If you want to, for sure. Are you on Instagram? Because I'm just going to do it privately. I don't want to drop the link in the chat. No offense towards anybody. Just because there are problems with YouTube and people. So I'm just kind of funny about that stuff. And then I could just send it private. And then you're welcome to come on up. So anyhow, let me see here. Yep, I can do it. So anyhow, no Instagram, email would be best. Okay. Is your email on your channel? Let me go look. I haven't looked. I'm sorry. Let me see here. We will make this happen. There we go. Sorry, oh, yep, it is. Okay, let me look it up. Okay. All right, I see it. So give me just a second and I'm going to go over and I'm going to invite you via email. Let me copy the StreamYard. If you don't mind, just hang with me while I take care of this. Talk amongst yourselves. And make sure I've got your email correct. All right, it's sent. There you go. So whenever you're ready, you're welcome to come on in. Thank you. Yeah, I'd love to have you up on here. I'm new to StreamYard, so please just give me some grace with this. So just be, if you pop in, I've got to figure out a few things. I'm still learning. So yeah, I don't know who else is in the chat, but hello. Let's see here, Willow Ranch, you're welcome. Let's see here, and Deborah, hello. Okay, I don't know. While we're waiting for Sarah, how is everybody else doing? Like, what are your plans? Like, are you guys going to be gardening or crocheting? Or are you doing anything? I have to get caught up from Country Mama's pattern that she dropped this past week. Hey Sherry, how are you? Hey. I am behind on my pattern. Hey girl, I just mentioned that you were one of my random acts of kindness this week. I just mentioned it earlier and I showed off. Uh-oh, he took the ink pen. That little stinker. He took my ink pen and I had an ink pen. You have to go back and see it, but he made another ink pen. And it's one of those shake pens and the ink pen comes out and then you shake it again and then it goes back in. It's so cool. So Mr. Grayson Fire was actually on the channel with me, which was the first time that he has ever joined me for a live. You're doing great working in the yard, but saw my soil system was live. Oh, that's so awesome. What are you doing out in the garden? I was out there earlier today trying to deal with some weeds, and that's about it. It's going to be miserable hot here. And I thought, we'll just go as fast as we can and get things done and get out. So, yeah, I'm hoping. You can't stay long. Just wanted to say hello. Hello, my granny's garden. Welcome. Deborah, okay, I'm a new gardener and I don't know what I am doing. I'm in zone 10 and still planting. Oh, wow. Your zone 10. No, if you don't mind, are you like southwest? Is that what zone 10 is? I'm kind of curious. We're zone 10. So I used to live in Arizona and I think where I was at was zone 10. I think I should look that up. And I attempted gardening and I killed everything. And when I got into gardening, when I moved here, I thought for sure that I was going to kill everything. South Florida. Okay. Yeah, you know what? That growing zone is amazing. I think anything in Florida because you can grow year round. I was in Arizona and I killed everything. And I think, I was thinking in the mindset of where I'm originally from, which is where I'm at now. I came back home. And what I wish I knew now, I wish I knew what I know now, you know what I mean? And adjusted things. I probably could have had a really nice garden in Arizona. I've learned so much through the years and watching different YouTube channels and seeing the way that people do their gardens. And it's incredible to see all the different zones and how you grow. And I wish YouTube existed the way it does now back then, because oh my goodness, y'all in your zone 10s. I mean, you impress me. Y'all just do. I am so inspired by each of you. I'm currently in 6B is where I'm at. And I what I admire about people with the longer growing, you're grow 10, these 10s, 8, 9, 10s, is that you guys have a longer season so you can really grow things. And yeah, mine is like rush to get it done, So I wish I knew things back then. Trying to think, it's the Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. Anyhow, she's in Yuma, and man, I watch her channel and I'm like, oh girl, I wish I knew you back then. You are amazing. You're doing amazing things. So, but I guess, everything has a place, time, and purpose. So this was my opportunity to learn. I've had an urban homestead. I never identified it as a urban homestead, but that's exactly what it was or is, for 11 years now. YouTube is a new thing to me, extremely new. I dropped this at the beginning of the year and thought, put it full force, but I've been gardening and canning. I've been pressure canning for about 4 or 5 years now. So that's a newer thing, but I've been water bath canning. And the other thing I started doing is steaming my juices and stuff. So that's kind of new. So anyhow, I'm hoping that Sarah's Little Corner of the Crochet World got my email. I'm a little bit concerned about that. I'm going to check to make sure that it went through okay. But anyhow, yeah, I've been doing it all for quite some time, just because, it gives me peace to know that, I've got my own little thing just for me to get away, to relax. And it's calming, I'm going to check. I'm checking on, oh, come on, silly email. There. I'm sorry. I'm going to check to make sure she got the link. Of course, you got to do your things. I'm so sorry. Okay. But anyhow, I'm hoping, Sarah, are you still in here? Because I did. Okay. It looks like it went through okay. I'm hoping it did. Anyhow, Sarah, if you're still here and you're having troubles, let me know. But anyhow, I've been doing all that now for 11 years. Some of the first things that I canned were jams and jellies. So it was something that I wanted to get my hands full-fledged in and really just learn how to do. So I really loved it. And then it was something, then I went into salsas, and then I went into, just different things. And then I branched out into the pressure canning, which was like corn and green beans. And then it was like, oh, I can do meats. And then, so that it was okay, made chili and things. And now I'm making soups, and I like my own homemade soups. I think it was Ball. Yeah, it's the Ball, freshpreserving.com. The Ball canning company is online. They have a tomato soup recipe that I love. Oh, Sarah's here. All right, let me bring her up. Are you ready, Sarah? Thumbs up. All right. Hey, welcome. Hi.
Hi.
You are my first official guest.
Sorry it took so long.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Welcome. You are my first official guest that is not a family member, by the way. So I've had my mom and my aunt. So
Sweet.
welcome. Thank you for joining
Thank you so
me.
much. That was my coffee that I was making.
Hey, that's okay.
Oh,
I've
you're
got coffee
welcome.
too. So cheers to the coffee.
My
I
3
see-
double espressos and hot chocolate.
Ooh. Now that sounds good. Mine does not sound as good like that. It's just coffee and cream. Nothing special.
Well, that's why it takes me so long to make it every day.
That's worth it, though. That's worth it. So,
Yeah.
I'm just reading the chat. So good. They're connecting. Fort Pierce, Florida, and Sanford, Florida. Oh, good. They're connecting. My granny's garden and Deborah are connecting in the chat. Yay! I love when people connect with each other.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I see you've got some beautiful things behind you.
I think I
you've
can top one more
crocheted.
new for you as well.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, there's tons. I'm also Canadian, if you didn't know.
You're Canadian. Whereabouts in Canada are you? Like what part? Like generalized.
Manitoba.
Manitoba. No, where's that at? Like which side?
Winnipeg, Manitoba.
I'm not sure where that's at.
Right above North Dakota.
Oh, okay. All right. I've not been up that way. To be honest, I've not been in that even like in that region of the US either. So that's a new area for me. Wow.
Okay. You got your first Canadian up here.
That's all good. Well, welcome. I see you've got beautiful things. I want to see. I'm so intrigued.
So this is. All right, give me a second here. My cat has decided this is her new favorite toy.
Eyebrow crochet.
So this is if you've ever seen Butterfly Dreams Crochet with Jeannie, this is her stitch marker pattern. I was one of the testers for it.
Oh my god.
And then this is from Kim Crochet and Knits.
Oh my gosh.
This was just from Dollarama because he was really cool.
Oh.
These were just some homemade ones that I made.
Oh.
Homemade stitch markers just so that they had the hook size on them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, I love them. I mean, I'm just so impressed. Oh my gosh. Did you make all
This is one of
it?
the funnest things I've ever made.
You did. Oh.
I did the back, but Kim Crochet and Knits, she did this. She's also from Canada. But most of these were just bought stitch markers and things like that.
Oh. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. And then I see some lovely
but I make my own patterns too.
Do you really? I am okay. Do tell me about your patterns because like this all is like I cannot like I can crochet. Like I got it down. Like okay. Patterns in my brain are like okay, let me back up. So my grandmother taught me to crochet. And it's just been passed down through the generations. No problem, my granny's garden. Have a wonderful day. Okay, so it was passed down through the generations and we just didn't learn to read patterns. It's not any fault, you know what I mean? It just is what it is. A grandmother teaching, you know, their children or grandchildren, you know, and that's how I was taught. So I just find it fascinating, people who can read. And now you're telling me you write patterns. I'm sitting here going, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So like, does it just...
So my first
I'm geeking out. Okay. So this is just,
So I've
sorry,
done
forgive
some-
me. I'm
Oh,
totally
God, I love it.
I'm
I love
geeking
it.
out. I'm geeking out. Do tell. I'm serious. I'm
So I
like,
make my own scrunchies. You're above and beyond. You're going, what would you do? I need to see now.
I'm like so excited.
So I've
I'm
made
sorry.
You're not sorry. You're waiting for it. 3 capelets. I've done leg warmers. I've made 2 different sets of scrunchies. I've done a headband. And is that all of it? I think that might be all of it so far.
Oh my gosh. I can't even. I just can't even. I mean, you amaze me. I mean it. You are so cool. I'm just saying. Because I honestly, I'm so I want to get there. Like that is a dream. I'm not even playing. Like that is a dream. That is awesome.
But you will. I have the same story of being taught crochet as you do.
Okay.
My grandma
okay.
literally sat me in a chair, said, here's a
Yes.
yarn, here's a hook,
Mhm.
and I only learned to chain from her. Only learned to chain.
Okay.
Then my mom, she verbally taught me how to create a second row. I figured out how to make a straight line.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I think it was really over the last few years, mainly during like 2017, I had pneumonia. So I ended up having to quit smoking. And it was really bad. So I ended up picking up my crochet hook and there was no time to put it down. So I ended up making 2 queen size blankets, granny square style, in about a month and a half, 2 months. And I learned to read patterns after that. And after that, I started making my own because I was like, why am I reading everybody else's patterns when I can make my own?
Right? I mean, that's
And I've
it.
just gone on my way.
Wow.
That's all it was. But once you've figured out where you wanted to be and what you wanted to do, so for me, if I wanted to create a headband, I was like, okay, what pattern do I want to use? And I just went about it, did it. And it fits right over top of my hat, and it's perfect just to cover the ears.
Oh
Would you like to
my
see some of them?
Yes. Yes. I think Frog Crochet is impressed. Oh my gosh. Yes. Let's see.
Okay,
I'd like
give me
I'd like to
1 second. I will
Okay.
go
Let me let me
and grab a
you want me
couple.
you may take you off for a second and then let me know when you come back or
No.
Oh, okay, you're right there. Okay,
No,
okay.
that's fine. Don't worry
Okay.
about me. I'll
Okay.
be back in
Okay.
2 seconds.
Okay. Hi, Brooklyn's honeybees. Welcome. Welcome. If you drop the word grace, it'll shout out your channel. Um, so thank you so much for joining the chat today. And then, yeah, I'm so excited. Like, I know how to crochet, but it just impresses me when people can read patterns and then to create them. I'm sorry, I just get so excited. It's just the little things in life that one of these days I'm going to get there. Absolutely. I mean, it's just everybody makes such beautiful things. Beautiful, beautiful things. So, yeah. Oh, the chickens. Oh, they're doing so good. They are I got a new broody girl and she is now it's funny because she gets out and she thinks she's like a turkey. And my husband, he just got home like I said, we had this medical emergency, and he just got home, and this all happened while he was gone. And I pulled her out of the nest, and I said, "Hey, honey," I said, her name is Raven, and I said, "I want you to see Raven." And so I said, "She's like a turkey," and she walks around and she looks like a turkey. So so yeah, now we've got a broody girl, but everybody else is doing good. Thanks for asking. And then, oh, thank you for joining while you're at work. I appreciate it.
Okay, I did forget a pattern. I made a purse too.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. You made a purse too? Oh my gosh. Let's see. Now, do you sell these, or are these just for you, or?
All the patterns are written up. I've just got to get the purses up for sale. I know there's another one up for sale. I have got to get this capelet and another pattern done. Somebody's doing a tutorial video for me, and then I'll have that done. So this was my very, very first pattern, and it was a purse.
Oh my gosh. Look at the
And
detail.
then the best part about this purse, though. So the best part about this purse, though, is that these handles are adjustable.
Oh my goodness.
So you can make it any length that you choose.
Yes.
So you can make them longer, shorter, depending on what you need for the day.
Oh, I love
But you're always able to adjust them.
Oh, I love
Because that center stitch is a double crochet, so it just goes through it.
Oh my gosh. I love it. And it gives it like just that pop of color too with how you did that. It's just like that beautiful pop of color. That is so gorgeous.
It's actually just a silver gray with a little bit of filament through it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, it turned out good.
Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, I just love it. And it looks so beautiful. Oh my God.
It's fun. It's actually fun because with this pattern, you don't make it from like the outside in. It's inside out completely when you make it. So you have to reverse it. Yeah, it's just a little bit of fun.
Oh my gosh. How long did it take you to make that? How long does it are you how long did it take?
This one, it doesn't. Let me think about it because it was years ago.
Oh, okay.
Probably 4 or 5 hours. 4 or 5 hours, if that. Not bad.
Wow, that's fast.
Yeah.
You are. I'd be like, I am, girl.
I keep getting told this.
You are impressing me. I'm just saying. It does look awesome, doesn't it, Brooklyn's honeybees? It is absolutely beautiful. I'm gobsmacked. I've got to pick up my
And this was the first capelet I made.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Look at that.
So I made it a little too big, but I have a friend who's going to take it.
I love it looks so lacy.
It's really, really soft, and it just turned out really, yeah. I wanted it more lacy for Winnipeg, but it's still got some weight for winter.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It looks soft too. The yarns look really yummy soft.
Very.
Oh.
These ones I believe I got from the UK.
I'm sorry.
can't remember. I got the yarn from the UK, United Kingdom, from
Oh.
Ladybird Loves. We did a yarn swap. I got
Oh.
this gray from her. This was just oh, why did my words leave me today? This is something I had in the house.
That is
But yeah, I used 2 of the gray color, but it turned out really, really gorgeous. It's really thick,
that is stunning. I
but it's
mean,
really nice.
oh, it's stunning. I mean, it'd be beautiful. Like
It
with
gets
a
better.
oh, oh my gosh.
So it's completely different pattern. Here's the
Okay.
second one.
Oh my good. I love the little frillies and the little edge work on
That is a
that.
bunch of ruffle at that bottom.
There is. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. I have never made a cape before. They're just
No.
so gorgeous.
This is a capelet, so what it's part cape, but part oh my lord. I told you, Gwen, all my words have left me today.
Yeah.
You can look up the definition of capelet. Just
They're
literally
kind of
can't
the
be a
shorter version
today.
of a cape. Yeah, kind of a
But
shorter version. They just kind of sit at the shoulder level.
yeah, there we go.
Yeah. It just kind of like to kind of keep you just
Yeah.
a little bit
And this
warm.
one is great for winter. Yeah.
It's absolutely
Yeah, this one is amazing for keeping you warm during the winter. But again, it's really, really bulky.
yes. The
Love it though.
workmanship
I
in
really
it.
do.
All
It's
of
so
it.
fun.
Oh my gosh, the workmanship is impeccable and all of it. I'm just so impressed. I'm sorry. I'm totally geeking out. I'm trying to contain myself. Just calm down,
Yeah,
Glenda.
I
Calm
don't
down.
get geek outs very often, and I love it.
Okay. I'm just trying to I'm just going.
I think you're gonna freak out about this one now.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, so you've seen the first 2 capelets and how I've gone from one to improve to the next, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh, I have to say, I love that one. Hi, Lisa. Oh my
And then the bottom
goodness.
is actually little hearts.
Oh, I'm just getting a little bit closer to the camera so I can see a little bit better. Oh my gosh. That is so beautiful and so detailed. Oh my golly.
It's an intermediate pattern, but you know what? It's worth it. It's so amazing. When I finished it, I could not believe it.
Oh my gosh.
Here, let me
That is just so beautiful. It's kind of got an ombre effect too
So this
to
pattern
it.
is written up. It does. You remember the bobbins?
The
The
yeah.
big bobbins?
Yeah.
To the back here?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I used 2 colors. That's the third one right there.
Oh. That is so pretty. Right, Frog Crochet? Isn't that, I mean, so pretty. And she says blue is her favorite color. Oh my gosh.
Teals are mine. I love teals. I love blues. So this is my third capelet. And you can see how they kind of decreased from a large amount of yarn to a smaller amount. You're able to see the stitches clearly when you're wearing it. Yeah,
See, I can see
my
that with
favorite.
like blue jeans And
Out of
like,
all the patterns I've made.
oh yeah, like I can see it with blue jeans and some, some boots. Like I can see that one. I can envision that all styled up and some cute earrings, and I can envision that
Just
styled
like,
up out and about, and just
mhm.
and that's the highlight piece. You know what I mean? The star, because you don't want to put a whole lot on, you know what I mean? Because you want that to be center. I can see that styled. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, that is so beautiful. You did a great job on each one of those and creating those patterns. Girl,
Thank you. We're not even done yet.
bring it. I'm geeking out.
I
Bring
told
it.
you.
Bring it.
So I ended up learning, I can't remember the stitch name, but it just intertwines constantly. I can't remember the stitch name. Cable stitch. There we go. I learned
Oh,
the cable stitch.
I don't
Now that
know if
was
I know
a
it.
fun one to get over because it took me a
Okay.
while. You'll know it when you see it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
So
it's
if you can
gorgeous.
see it,
Yeah.
comes down here.
Yes, it's gorgeous. I just don't know how to do it. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I love the yarns, by
So
the
this
way.
is that headband. I literally didn't even measure it, and it
Oh,
fits right over top of, like, I wear a baseball cap outside all the time because I can't see otherwise, blind.
right,
And then
right.
it just goes right over top of that, and the lip holds this part up, and it fits perfectly right over each ear.
Oh. Oh my gosh. I am in love with that.
So
That is so
so
beautiful.
for fall, it's perfect. Yeah, it's really good for fall. It's just
I
enough to
was
keep
gonna
those ears warm.
even with a really pretty like or a floppy hat too, you know what I mean? Just to kind of have that underneath of like a floppy hat. That would be super cute. Just kind of have
Yeah.
that in the fall time just to kind of peek out. Yeah, isn't that pretty? I I have to say. Let's see, in Frog Crochet, she said, I'm working on a
Yeah.
mermaid tail blanket, not my pattern. I'm using red heart fruity stripe. Ooh. Are you doing a video on that? I'd love to know. I love the mermaid tail blankets. I just again, I am just really excited that I'm doing the weekly squares. I'm going to see if my husband will bring my weekly squares upstairs. I'm going to text him. Um, don't get excited. It's not as cool as you, okay? Um,
Hey, I'm excited to see other people's work. Literally, I walk door to door. So when I walk in and somebody's crocheting or knitting, I act exactly how you are right now.
geek out. You geek out.
And I'm mad about it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I got the message. Hopefully now sometimes he gets it. My husband my husband's disabled, so I'm just gonna see if he catches this or not. So yeah, so hopefully he gets it. And if he
No
doesn't,
worries. I don't
I'll,
even have a cell phone, so
okay. Sometimes I'm kind of like, help, honey. And Aunt Lynn, I might have you call the house to tell him. say, Mr.
okay. So
Grayson.
blended where you are at.
Now I am in Southern Indiana, is where I'm at.
Okay.
So
So
no,
it gets
yeah,
cold there during the winter.
yeah, it gets cold, but not like Canada cold. So we had a choice. So my husband is from upstate New York, by Buffalo. Oh my gosh. Leg warmers. Oh my gosh, those are gorgeous. I get cold really easy, and that is so like something I need to invest in. Those are gorgeous.
Okay. But look at this. They actually tie up. You can tie them on your own around your calf.
Oh
So they
my
stay up and do not.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Put it to the, yeah, do it to the side. Kind of like, oh, I can see it. Oh my gosh. That is gorgeous. My brain. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
These are my best friends when I'm walking outside.
Okay, I might have to.
So I have a lady who said she's going to help me with the tutorial. The pattern's written up. The pattern's been tested. It's ready to go. She's going to do the tutorial. I'm just waiting for that to happen. And this will be out and about. Because those, yeah, that was like the easiest pattern ever, but it was so worth it. Ever so worth it.
Oh, I'm just gonna make a quick thing. Oh, never mind. Mr. Grayson Fire got it, Aunt Lynn. I mean, he's got my message. He just asked me where are it in the box. In the box next to chair. He's asking where they're at. He gave me a box to put my work in, and he's forgotten where I put my crochet patterns. It's just part of how it works with him. It's all good.
No worries. No
he's
worries
covering
at
them
all.
up, though. I'm excited. I'll
So
show
what
you.
is your favorite color?
What is my favorite word?
Color.
Oh, color. Oh, mine are the blues. For sure, the blues. Everything blue. And then followed up by pink. Yeah, followed up by pink, because when I had my boys at home, everything got stolen because blue is my favorite. Oh my gosh. So I went with pink so that way my boys wouldn't take my stuff. Oh my gosh. Are those scrunchies?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I love them. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow.
So this is the exact same pattern as this. It's just embroidery thread, smaller hook, and beads.
Oh.
But these can always be changed in color.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And you know, those are so good on your hair too, because if you use a rubber band, it breaks your hair real easy. Those are nice and soft, especially with the yarns.
It does.
Oh my gosh. Look at that.
Yep. And there's a full bag of them here.
Oh my gosh. Look at that. Okay. Now mine's not quite as really as cool as you are. I keep mine in a Ziploc bag, okay? Because we're working week by week. I'm only going to show you. So I'm on Grandma Watch. Don't get too excited, but I'm on Grandma Watch in about 5 weeks for our first grandchild. And I'm really excited. So I'm making a blanket that will go on her big girl bed down the road. Okay. Yes, they are awesome, aren't they, Aunt Lynn? So Aunt Lynn is going to be a great, great aunt for the first time with this baby. So, okay. So here is square one. So like, I'm like, okay, square one, not bad. Not bad. Square two.
Okay, give me a second. My
Oh, is it not going through?
freezing.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my computer. One second.
Okay.
No, my tablet is freezing for your picture, so I can't
Okay.
see you what you're showing. So
No
just give me
problem.
1 second. I'm gonna grab my
Sure.
laptop and I can see
Yeah.
everything.
No problem. Go
'Cause I
grab
want-
it. Go grab it. Hey, Willow. No problem, Willow Way Ranch. Thanks for joining us today. So I've got, for those who don't know, yes, I'm going to be a Gigi for the first time. That's what we're going with for Grandma Glenda. I know that it's a mother or great grandmother nickname, but I am Glenda. And so I asked my kids to like Gigi is going to be my name. They have, that the other grandmothers can say grandma, and that's okay, but I'm going to be Gigi. So I am excited. We just had a baby shower last week. My other daughter in love, I have two, we hosted the baby shower last weekend, and my grandmother was there, and she's still alive. So I'm really excited because that would make my granddaughter will have her grandmother, her great grandmother, and her great great grandmother alive. So for the first time in our family that I can record, I'm also a genealogist. We will have 5 generations. So I'm really excited to welcome this little girl in.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So unfortunately, my mom lives in upstate New York, and we're trying to figure out how we're going to do this picture. She's wanting to get back to be here for that baby because this is her first great grandchild. So we're we're trying to get her back. For those who don't know, my mom has the Ann Lynn show. My mom is Ann, and Lynn at the Aunt Lynn is my aunt, and my aunt and I are actually about 45 minutes to an hour apart from each other. So we live really close, but that's their channel. So yeah, so we're excited. And it was announced on their channel that my son came in and said what we were going to have. So I can officially say we're having a girl. So I'm not ever going to say the name, but it's a girl. So we're excited. And we did 40 image. Well, they did. I shouldn't say we, because I wasn't there. I wasn't part of it, but I'm Gigi. But anyhow, we've seen the 3D and 40 images, and
You can't wait.
Let me have my grandbaby. Just let her baste a little longer because I want her healthy. But I'm ready for her to just.
You
I'm
want
ready.
her now. You want to take care of her.
I want to sit, and then I know I'm gonna have a hard time giving her back. I already know I'm gonna have a hard. I've warned him. I'm like, I'm so sorry, but I know I'm gonna be that Gigi. I know it. But I am so excited. So what I'm showing you is a blanket for her bed, for her big girl bed, because a lot of family members and very close friends made blankets for her for now, and
Okay.
I thought, well, I don't want, my other daughter in love, she knits, and I'm impressed by the knitting because Lord knows I don't know how to knit. And I just sat there and I watched her. She lives about 4 hours from me. My son, they decided to move 4 hours away. And I'm like, you guys, I wish you were closer because I would make her teach me to knit because I want to learn that so bad. I know there's YouTube channels, but listen, I need somebody hands-on here at the house. But anyhow, I was watching her sit on the couch, and she was just going to town and knitting this blanket, and it was exquisite. I mean, so gorgeous. So anyhow, the baby shower, they got all these blankets, and I thought, that's okay. Gigi's making a blanket for the big girl bed down the road. It's okay that I'm doing this now. She's not born, but this will be later. I'm using the baby yarns to make it soft. So, okay. So it's a 63 pattern, or 63 week, 1 square. Anyhow, 63 squares. So this is week 1. Not too bad. It's kind of not bad for somebody who's not very good. Okay. But we'll join them. I'm just like, okay. there's the next one. I'm like, okay, we're
That is cute though.
progressing.
I like that.
I like the yarns too. They're really soft. But for somebody who is like, new to this pattern making, like I just did a double crochet and
Yeah.
double or a half double and all that. That's all I ever did. It's really fun being able to switch these up and try something different. It's not as cool as you. It's okay. This one's kind of fun. I like this one. It reminds me of cabbages. I'm like, okay, now we're getting into the cool stuff.
It kind of reminds me of the
Yeah.
Ooh, I do like that one.
Yeah. Alicia at Country Mama Musings likes to
It's like
use farm. Yeah. Or little bubbles. I'm like going, that's kind of cool.
I like
And then this one you can't.
a bubble, maybe.
Yeah. And this one is maybe the camera does show. Kind of a pattern. I don't know. An arrow. Kind of, yeah.
Like 3 arrows.
Yeah. And then I
that,
haven't put my strings in, so ignore the strings, but this is a holy one. What did we call this? This was a beehive. I think she called this the beehive. All I know is it's like a peekaboo. I'm calling it. And then I don't know, I just thought that was kind of fun. So for somebody who doesn't do, patterns, that's not bad. And then I have my version. I'm not going to go through it. It's exactly the same, but I'm doing one for me too. So my granddaughter and I will have matching blankets, just this way, different colors. So there's mine and my colors. See, I told you blue was my favorite color, but this is like a teal.
Yeah.
With the little bubbles. So, oops. But that's what I'm working on. And I'm really proud of myself. It's not as cool as everybody else. Hi, Mom. My mom's back in. Aunt Lynn got off. So she's not here. You missed her, Mom.
Hey, it may not be as cool. I don't know why you're saying it may not be as cool, because I've never done that beehive stitch ever. That looked really cool to try. In all reality, my first blanket that I ever made was all single crochet. And it was about, I feel it was 330 stitches per row. And it was just short of 100,000 stitches by the end of it. And the person I made it for still has it over 10 years later.
Wow. Wow. Well,
yeah. So I used the completely wrong head, the medium 4-weight. Like, you learn a lot with making mistakes. And that's how I learn. You got to fall down to get back up.
That's it. Ding, ding. I want a little bell. Ding, ding. That's it. That's it. Right there. That's it. I made a blanket. I know. I made a blanket about 20 years ago. I have no idea how many stitches it is. I want to say it was double crochet because I just thought I just want to go through this. And it's white one. It's in a box. I need to pull it out. It's traveled with me because my husband and I traveled. And yeah, it's got little fringes at the end, but no pattern. I just crocheted until I made a blanket. It's kind of one of those
things. But that's the thing, is you need to have those pieces out. That shows your learning curve over the years of how much you've learned to crochet. These pieces back here just, is a reminder of, hey, you learned this on your own without anybody's help, thanks to YouTube a little bit. Yeah. And you've gone from single crochet to a double crochet to a half double to a treble. And now you've pulled out this knitting and crochet book and you've whipped up how many patterns? Where's my end? There is no end. I can continue on. And just as long as my imagination goes and your imagination goes, everybody's imagination goes, anything can be ever created.
That's it. You just summed that whole thing up right there. I love it. I love that. That's so true. Ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. I mean, that's it. You got it.
Yeah,
You got
but
it.
that's the thing. Like, I never want anybody to stop that learning curve, because once you stop that learning curve, you only damage yourself.
Right? Right? You got to keep going. And
So mine is forever going.
I think that can be applied to anything in life too, because I'm learning like different things. For me, it's crocheting, right? And there's so many people with gardening too that are getting out there and gardening, and I've been gardening for a long time. But the crocheting world is like I'm expanding. That's where I'm full, honest here. I'm still like learning, although I've been crocheting since I was a little girl. I mean, I was real little. Gardening, I feel like that's something I'm really good at. My neighbors are all coming to me, but to ask these questions, and it's fun. But I don't think you can never stop learning. It's always important to get out and try something new and keep going and getting better at your craft. Let's see. I saw this
Frog
comment.
says my first project was
5 years to make.
5 years. I hope you still have that thing.
Oh my gosh. I can't. This is supposed to
That's
be
awesome.
a big blanket too. The blanket is 20 years old.
The one I made was made in 2006.
Wow.
So, and for them to still have it, that's a long time later. And it just makes me feel so good knowing that, like, mine took just about a year, because I was literally day in, day night, just crochet like a maniac. But to know that somebody has something like that you've made for them that long after, it's such a great feeling knowing that I made that. I mean, I went to my dad's, and one of his cats has this thing of taking all the hand towels off of the oven. Well, I gave my dad a towel topper. I saw that on his oven. His towels are still on the oven. I'm like, oh, it worked. But it's the little things, it's those little things that make you just soar.
That's it. That's it. Well, I know that this blanket that we're working
Sorry, I'm
on. Oh no, don't be sorry. This blanket that we're making, I know that Alicia at Country Mama Musings, she made the original one for a friend. Like, I want to say either 15 or 20 years ago. You'll have to go back and check with her on her channel, or just reach out to her and ask her how long ago, get that information. But her friend is the original blanket. It's a sampler blanket is what it is. It's why it's all these smaller patterns. But her friend still has it and still uses it. And that's actually what we're working through, is that exact same blanket. And she said the same thing of what you said. It's exactly the same thing, to know that it's still in use, by a friend. I've never given away any of my blankets that I've crocheted. Like, I did make a quilt for my mom, and just a little quilt. Mom, you're here. It was with fabric, and I'm not a quilter. And I want to make that very clear. I just made a little quilt, nothing fancy. And I made, it was with fabric. There was a fundraiser for something in Arizona at a quilt shop, and it was a food drive. I remember now. It was a food drive. And if you took in like a case of food, canned corn or green beans, or it was for the food bank, they would give you like a jelly roll of fabric. And I love the fabric. And so I just kept taking in cases of food. I'm like, hey, if that's all this is, because I love the fabrics. It's beautiful. It's already cut for me. I don't have to do half the stuff, because cutting is half, like, I don't mind. The jelly roll is no big deal for me. You know what I mean? Because then you can go back, you run your stitches, you do strip quilting and or sewing, and then you go back and then you cut them in a different way. And so I made my mom just a simple little blanket, and I know she still has it. I've seen it up there, but I'm not a quilter. I want to make that clear. I dabbled in it. So it was, and I've dabbled in it for a couple.
You're a dabbler.
My kids. Yeah, I'm a dabbler. I like to try things and challenge myself and see what I think of it. You know, I'm also a woodworker too. You too? Yep. Yeah. It's important. You know, learn these trades. Learn them. Who says we can't learn these
I've
things?
dabbled in woodworking. I've dabbled in electronics. I've dabbled in, well, I'm into accounting now. I've dabbled in crocheting. I did a little bit of knitting when I was younger.
Okay.
I've done cross stitching. I've done painting.
That's it.
Dabbler.
Hey, yeah. Serial dabbler here. I think we should have like a shirt. Serial dabbler. That should be like a hashtag, you know, on a shirt. I'm taking that. That's mine. Yeah, I came up with that. And guess what? It's gonna say serial dabbler. So for me, woodworking, this right here.
It's so true if you think of it.
It is. This thing right, this little table that's right behind me that's got these pictures is live cherry wood. And I built that. It's kind of, hang on. There we go. Can you see it a little bit better? It's so it is Hoosier cherry wood. And I just bought the legs on Amazon.
If you click on yourself, you should be able to make yourself full screen.
Okay, let's do this. There we go. I'm sorry, I took you out for a second, but there you go. So you can see it a little bit bigger. So it's Hoosier cherry wood. And yeah, so anyhow, I had to plane the wood, and I have a planer, so I ran it through my planer, and then I had to do a lot of sanding and cut it to size and all that stuff. So I've done live wood, and the wood was actually given to us. And I was like, oh, well, then I will just make myself a table. And I've actually got a couple of them. I have another one that's holding up a plant too. I'm not going to say which big box store, but I went to a big box store not too long ago, looked at the cost of wood, and I went, ooh, because one of my daughter-in-laws goes, you do know how much these things would sell for if you sold them. And I'm like, no, you know, she gave me the dollar amount, and I went, no. And she's like, yeah, you could totally sell those. Like, okay, yeah. I'm just dabbling. That's what that's going to be my next. I'm just dabbling. But then I made my bed. I made a king size bed.
You're a serial dabbler.
I'm a serial dabbler. I made my headboard, footboard, and side rails. And it's, if you look up Shanty to Chic's patterns, which I love their website, they give you all the patterns. So you don't have to think. It's already done. And the measurements and everything. There's this bed that's got a triangle pattern. And that's what our bed is. And I had to adjust the pattern because yeah, it's huge. I mean, I have two big grown boys. Okay. I have 3 kids. I have a daughter too, but I have 2 big grown men. And I had to get my boys. I could build it, but I couldn't move it. So I had my boys help me out. But it is beautiful. So I've done that, and with the help of my husband.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we do some serious dabbling. Aunt Lynn, if you're still on, your cutting boards are just about done. She gave my husband some some live wood and said, I need some cutting boards. We had to let the wood dry out because it was wet. And so it was chopped and then let it dry out. So I'm just making it, telling Aunt Lynn it's about done, you know, so you remind us we need to get it to you. So they've got the raw edges on the outside. So again, serial dabbling, but yeah, so that's kind of my thing. And then I'm a crazy chicken lady. So that's my other. I turned into this crazy chicken mama not too long ago, about 2 years ago.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, we finally got kitty cats in our house. apartment. We weren't able to for quite some time. And then they finally allowed us to have cats. Lo and behold, my husband calls me at 12:30 in the morning. Come get this cat. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? He's never told me anything about a cat. So lo and behold, this cat was working on him for about 4 days before I get this phone call. He's like, come get this cat. He's cold. He needs a home. Are you sure? Because you're the one who's allergic. He's like, come get him. Okay. So I went out. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. He came right to me right before he crossed the street, and he's been ours ever since.
Oh, cats are the best. Oh, I'm highly allergic to cats as well. And I went and I started getting allergy shots, and my neighbor has barn cats. And I love cats. Oh my gosh. So I'm able to go up now. I probably will never get a cat because I have a son that's highly allergic too. And I want him to be able to come up and visit. But I just got to start petting on cats just recently, and it's the best thing ever. I'm serious. Like there's this cat that like he comes down and he harasses my chickens just by his presence. But he knows he's coming for Levens, but he just walks down because okay, so I live in the city and the farm is like next to my property, and my chickens live they live in the county because I'm not illegally allowed to have chickens, but they live on my friend's property. It's kind of a whole setup. So anyhow, this barn cat comes down because he knows I farm sit whenever they need a farm sitter. So so the barn cats know where the goods are at because I spoil these animals whenever they go out of town because I live vicariously through this farm. But this one in particular, he comes down to my property and my chickens all don't like him because he's coming for Levens and they're like, what do you want? It's funny because my girl's all, he struts his stuff. He's like, I'm coming because I know I'm getting some extra scratchings and I'm getting some extra Levens. And I'm able to just love on that cat and just, oh my gosh. It's like the best.
Yeah.
I mean, cats are honest and they're funny creatures. It's like I kind of think he knows he's torturing my cat or my chickens too. Because the way he struts, it's funny. It's like, dude, you know, because they're all kind of, they have chickens too. I mean, they have 2 flocks of chickens.
It's like a fashion walk strut.
It is.
Yeah, it's like a fashion walk strut that they do.
Mm-hmm. It is. I'm like, Mister, what?
It totally is.
You know, you're good looking and you're harassing my chickens.
Yep. Well,
that's what it is. if my husband's outside,
we don't just have one, no, Glenda.
I'm sorry. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
We don't just have one.
Oh, you don't have.
We have 2. Yeah, we got a little orange female tabby. Yeah, we found her at 10 weeks. And I mean, she's like this little, she's a little fluff ball, but absolutely adorable. Loves attention, loves to annoy you. She woke me up by bringing the cat toys into the bed this morning.
Oh
That's how I woke up, with toys being brought to me.
Presents for you, Mama. Presents. I come with gifts. I love you. Here's my presents. Oh my god.
At least it wasn't a dead animal. I'll take that over anything else. And then my little boy, he usually wakes me up and he'll give me a headbutt. And then he climbs underneath and he gets warm under the blankets with me.
I think that's so awesome.
So not only did he turn around, and now he's like a big suck with the cats. So did I.
Oh my god.
But it's awesome.
Oh my gosh, that is the funniest
If they
thing.
were in here, I would show them to you.
I would oh my gosh. I'd love to
Yeah.
see them. I just I love being able to pet cats again. I mean, I'm so highly allergic to them, and now that I'm getting allergy shots, and that was one of the things that it was like, yeah, please add cats because I take care of this barn with all these cats, and they're just they are rescues as well, and they get them fixed, and they live their best lives at the barn, and they're spoiled rotten. It's like I told my
They just
neighbors,
want
I'm
love.
like, they are living the spoiled life. You know, this farm is spoiled land, and and they are all the funniest little things I think I have ever seen. One of them, I mean, like I said, he is just little Mr. Troublemaker when he comes down to my house. Like coming to get his loves. Knows where I live.
I can tell you. I'll be
You know,
standing in the middle of my kitchen. He'll be on top of the fridge. He'll jump onto my shoulders without making any sound to notify me that he's jumping on me. So I wouldn't be facing him. He just, oh, there's a shoulder, I'll jump. And I catch him somehow on my shoulders. I balance him. And then I walk to the next thing. He's like, oh, that's where I went off. And just trots on his way.
oh my
I don't
god.
get you, Kat, but you know us so well. So he ends up, like, he'll sit on our shoulders all the time. I ended up going for a walk last week, so I put him in the carrier. Him and I went for a walk outside, and he did not make one single peep. He was just like, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, what's going on over here? And he was just a happy cat. Like, we went into a store. Nobody said boo because they didn't even realize. They just thought I had a bag on me. And that's how quiet he was. They didn't realize there was a cat in the bag.
Oh
Even
my
though he's
god.
white and you can see right through it.
Oh my goodness.
We got
Oh,
spoiled with our cats. We really did. But they are absolutely amazing. So we spoil them rotten too.
as the way it should be,
We've
you know?
got pet treats, we've got superfoods, we've got catnip, spray and edible,
Oh yeah.
everything. So you say your cats are spoiled? These are now indoor cats that we actually take outside on the balcony, and then they get to watch the birds outside.
That's the way
We
it
take them
should
outside
be.
on leashes.
I love it. I love it. Get that fresh air and run around. Well, I have 2
Oh
dogs. I
yeah.
actually have one sitting down right next to me. I have one. I have a
Yes, I remember
14-year-old.
that one.
Yeah, I have a 14-year-old Cocker Spaniel, and she's laying down. She's an old senior dog. She's got dementia. And she 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 will follow me around, and then she'll like, I lost you. Yeah, then she'll run the whole house, and I'll be standing in the same spot. And I'm calling her name like, I'm right here, and she just runs the house. And I'm like, okay, it's okay, honey, I'm right here. And then she'll find me.
Wow.
She's like, there you are. But it's doggy canine dementia, and it's really hard to watch a dog go through dementia. It's a thing. And I have my grandmother who's alive.
Really?
She has dementia, and I liken it to my grandmother. I'm like, if I could only just put like a little voice box on, I'd love to hear her talk. Like, where are you? You know, my dog. But yeah, it's hard. When I took her to the vet, I asked the vet, I said, is it possible dogs could have dementia? I didn't know it was a thing. And he said, well, give me an example. And I said, well, I went outside and she was with me, and she went to go to the bathroom. So she went on the one side of my garage and she went to the bathroom, and then she saw me, and then she like got stuck and like she just looked at my garage, and I'm standing on the other side of the garage, and she just kept looking at the garage, and I kept saying her name, and her little tail's going 100 miles an hour, and she just kept looking at the garage, and she was stuck. She wouldn't move. And then I finally went up to her, and I just kind of like went, I'm right here. I'm right here. And then it was kind of like her brain got unstuck. And he said, yeah, that's canine dementia. And I went, oh, and he said it only gets worse as they get older. And I went, oh, but I got her when she was 5 weeks old. I got her too young. I did not know what a puppy mill was, and I'm not going to lie about any of that. I mean, I bought her from a store. Uh-oh, we lost her. But anyhow, so she's a puppy mill dog. We're going to wait for Sarah to come back. Uh-oh. Sarah, I'm going to, let's see here. We're going to wait just a second. I'm going to wait for Sarah to come back, and then we'll add, oh, I think she's coming in. Oh, there she is. There we go. There she is. Sarah, do you have your camera hooked up? Oh, there we go. There she is. All right. One of my aunts.
Issues.
It's all good. One of my cameras, or my aunts, had a chickens, and she crocheted a leash. Are you serious? Oh, you got to see this comment. Check that out. Talking about crocheting, another for me.
The chickens.
Sherry at Black's Tropical Homestead had a little short video with one of her chickens on a leash. Now I need a crocheted leash. This would like put everything together for me. I want to do this is bad of me. Forgive me. Give me some grace here. I love the name of my channel, Grace and Fire. But okay, I want to get a leash and put it on my chicken and take her for a walk through the city. Go, hi, here's my chicken. She's on a leash. But that would be bad because they're banned from the city, which is silly. But I don't know if anybody's on Facebook, but there's a YouTube channel, or not YouTube, a Facebook group, and it is Cotton the House Rooster. And this little rooster stays in the house. Oh, no problem. No problem. You've got the link. It's an open invitation. If you can get it working, you're welcome to come back up. And if you're having problems, no problem. I enjoy talking to you. But the link is open, so no big deal. But anyhow, this little rooster lives in the house. He's never been outside, and he wears a little diaper in the house. It's the weirdest little thing, and it's got a little cup on the inside of his diaper, and it catches all of the droppings, and they just chuck it in the garbage. So yeah, it is the cutest little page, for sure. So if you want a good little chuckle on a house rooster, it's funny. And then when like the mailman goes by, they have dogs as well. And the dogs will start barking. And then this little house rooster, he starts doing his little cock-a-doodle-doo noise with the dogs as the mailman is dropping off the mail. It's the funniest little thing. So if you've not had a chance to go look it up, it's a public page. It's Cotton the House Rooster on Facebook. And it's a good one for kids, I think, to get a little bit of a chuckle out of. So anyhow, well, later today, I'm going to be over on Gail Southern Living's channel, and I'm going to be doing an interview, a get to know you kind of thing. So that is at 5:00 tonight. So if you want to come on over and check that out, I'd love to see you guys this evening. Chicken manure is great for gardens. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Personally, what I do with mine, and I don't recommend this, it's not recommended, but from about August, September timeframe until about January, I just take all my chicken manure and just dump it straight in to the garden. And yeah, my garden works. Oh, are you ready? I can
One
see.
sec.
Oh, okay. Okay. You want
There
me?
we go.
You got it? Okay. So.
On my laptop.
Oh, there we go.
So I'm hoping this might work. I don't know if it's my internet or whatever, but you guys can hear me loud and clear?
You're perfect. Yeah, I hear everything. Hear you just fine.
Sweet.
Yeah, internet can be a funny thing, you know?
Well, it's all Wi-Fi for me.
Ah.
So this is usually, like, this is what I was using,
Mm-hmm.
but I've never really used my laptop before because I only got it for school. So I'm just like,
Oh.
ooh, I get to use the camera. Let's try this out. Big child here.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Hi, Brampton Gardner. Welcome.
Hey, Brampton Gardner. And it's actually interesting to see because what I see on the laptop is different than what I see on the tablet. Kind of cool.
Oh. Is it maybe a wider screen then?
Not only
Versus
do I
what?
get to see the actual screen of you and me, but I actually see the comments on the side as well. As on the
Oh.
tablet, I would have to open up a completely different screen just to see the comments, or I just see the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's nice being able to see the comments on the side, I think. That's
very much so.
yeah, for sure. I'm on my computer personally, and I like being able to read the comments as they're going through. So it's a lot of fun.
Well, this is the first time I have had a laptop in I don't know how many years. I've actually
Oh.
literally just been going off of this. But for college, I needed a laptop as I'm going through an accounting course. So it's quite intense. You need a lot of time and all of that. But it's going to be 10 months.
Mhm.
And my first exam is tomorrow.
Oh my goodness. Are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you ready to get
I
it
don't think
over
it's
with?
going to be a problem for the first part because it's a program I already know quite well. It's just maybe understanding how they word things compared to
Hmm.
what I should be doing. So, yeah, just going to do a little bit of studying later while I get some laundry done and all of that fun stuff.
Oh, I wish you all the best on your exam tomorrow.
Thank you. My first two chapters were not bad. The
Okay.
first chapter, I got 99%. The second chapter, I got a 93. So, like I said, this first part is I'm really fluent in. It's what's after that I'm really going to have to back off of the computer, of YouTube and all of that. I've done a lot of it already, which is why there haven't really been any videos posted. But the main thing is that school is going to come first, work comes first. And with work, I'm walking about 6 hours a day. I was waiting for that. So not only I'm up early in the morning and I study for about 2 to 3 hours before I go to work. I go to work, I'm gone for about 12 hours. I come home and I get home around 10 p.m. and I'll study till about 1 or 2 in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
And then I repeat the process.
It's a lot to be a full-time student and to be a full-time worker. I mean,
Yeah.
it really is. I did it for a while and then my husband, like I said, ages ago, he had done it too. He's got his bachelor's degree and it was a lot, and you've really got to reshift your priorities, but boy, the payoff is so good in the end. I mean, it's when you can, refocus that. It's important to put yourself first, too, and get that done. So
Wow.
I applaud you for that,
Thank you. I think I only spent maybe 20 minutes during the week with my husband, which really, really sucks. But
Yeah.
yesterday, all day yesterday, from 11 a.m. until about 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. last night, we were hanging out. We spent the entire day of Saturday together. And it was worth it.
Yeah.
So we make sure to take those days and spend them together, because we know that with me going the way things are, I'm not
Right.
going to be home very much, and I'm not going to have much time for him. But
Yeah, you
one
need
day
that
at a
quality
time,
time.
yeah,
Mhm.
one day at a time, and things will eventually get better. Like once I get into an accounting position and things like that, it's just going to fly.
Yes. Yes. All the goodness, all the good stuff.
And then I can get back to my beautiful crocheting, because a lot of that actually has had to be put aside.
Life happens. I'm a full-time caregiver now for my husband. So, life has shifted tremendously, and it's a possibility life is going to shift again. Hang on just a second. I'm sorry. I borrowed my husband's headset, and his head is kind of big, and I love him, but
Don't worry about it.
they're they're like falling backwards, and I'm going okay, and then they're off.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. And then I've got this little funny thing. But anyhow, I think it's a priority or important to put your priorities straight, and it's some of the life lessons that I've had in being a caregiver. You just don't know what's going to happen day to day, and making sure that you have that quality time with your
Yeah.
spouse is so important, because you don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. I mean, that has been the story of my own life. I have not fully gone into details on why I'm a caregiver, but I'm very blessed that he actually is by my side. Still to this day. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things. And so, and college is so important too. I mean, I I'm so proud of my kids. They all three went to college. My youngest is
Wow.
still in college, but my older two graduated during. Well, I'm just gonna say 2020. I'll just say like that,
Yeah.
and finished up their bachelor degrees. And then my middle child, he is a high school biology teacher now. He took a new position that he'll be starting at a different school next year. But he is working on his master's degree now, and he's very young in his age. So, it's got to put yourself first too, for your family. And
Yeah.
I think that's important too. So it's okay to, reset your priorities. This past week, I had to reset mine, and really make caregiving, and really go full force advocating. They got to know what fire means in Grace and Fire. Um, what that
A
is
woman's
about.
form.
Yeah, they got to know who I was, because some of them thought that they were gonna get by with some things in the medical field, and yeah, and I just kind of went, no, we're not going down that road, and I go to bat. So I totally put YouTube back, and gardening too. So it's okay to make that shift and have that grace for yourself, I think, and
Yeah.
so, and
Yeah.
but
There's a lot of things that are falling underneath, and it's just like, it's okay for those things to fall behind.
mm,
And if I get to pick them up in 10 years, great. If I don't, that's okay too. But as long as I take one day at a time, I spend a good chunk of time with him, because he's my other half. He deserves it. You
absolutely,
know, I got to spend a
absolutely.
quarter of each time with the kids, because, well, they deserve it.
Oh yes, and because
You
that goes
know?
like this, raising kids.
No, I'm
It's
talking about kitty cats for my
well,
kids.
okay. I thought you meant kid. Sorry, I was gonna say that goes
Sorry, I should have
fast.
explained.
Well, you know what? That goes fast too, because I had a senior dog that passed away in 13 years, and she's gone. So
Yeah,
that goes fast too. So enjoy those kitties. Yes, ma'am. It goes for
we
them
are.
too.
Don't you worry. They're cute as buttons.
I bet you they are precious. I bet.
Okay, I'll go get them.
Yes, please.
Okay,
Please.
well,
Okay, please. Thank you for everybody for joining. Brampton Gardner, I saw you come in. Thank you. Yeah, Nightbot. I think I need to adjust Nightbot. I got to work on some things with it. It's a little bit much, little spammy, I think. So thank you guys for joining in. So anyhow, but yeah, it's been one of those busy weeks this week, and everything is fine. So that's the most important thing. Let's see. I think she's grabbing the kitty cats. I want to see. I love cats so much. Let's see. Yeah, my little. Oh, hi, sweet baby. What's this one's name?
Siren.
Hi, Siren. Hi, Kiki. Oh, what a sweetheart.
When I mean small.
Oh, aren't you a beauty? Oh, I just want to go. Oh, were you getting a nap? Oh, look at you. You're getting your snuggle wuggles. I know, Aunt Lynn. Isn't Siren beautiful? Oh my God. Look at those little snuggle wuggle wuggles.
SIRYN.
SYRN.
SIRYN.
Or SIR. Oh, I like that. Oh, look at the eyes. Oh, aren't you a beauty? Oh my gosh. Aunt Lynn. I know what Aunt Lynn's thinking.
She wants to steal her.
Get some kitty cat snuggles. She had a kitty cat for a while, and the kitty cat crossed the Rainbow Bridge, was an older kitty cat. And went to heaven, as we like to say, and not too long, well, gosh, maybe a year or so ago now. And yeah, aren't you a cutie patootie? Oh, look at those eyes. Well, you can't tell she's spoiled. There's no way she's spoiled. Look at her eyes. She's not spoiled. Oh, of course she's spoiled. I'm being sarcastic. Of course.
There you go.
Oh, living the
She's a really
good
good
life.
queen.
Oh, you are
Now, if you
living.
could see how she's sitting, you would laugh.
Is she sitting like a person? Are you for real?
Give me a second.
And she's like, what?
With her legs spread.
It's like, what? She's like, I'm just totally chilling, getting my loves. Don't you be laughing at me. She's giving me that. Don't laugh at me. Oh, you are a beauty. Oh,
check out the spotting on her though.
I was gonna make a comment about her markings. She's got some beautiful markings. I love it. Oh my gosh. This is going to sound really dumb, but I know, like, for dogs, they have a DNA kit. I wonder what breed she would be. I know you adopted her,
Orange
but
female tabby.
Okay.
But I don't know if there's anything else mixed in it because of this. Ooh, guess who else came in?
Oh. Isn't she? She is. She's absolutely. I love the markings on her body. She is so pretty. I'm an animal person. Oh my gosh. Oh, no, it's a boy, right?
No, this is Prince.
Prince. Oh, and you act like a prince. Your name fits you. Look at you. You're royalty. Oh,
He's purring.
he reminds me of a cat. So I had one many years ago, and her name was Faith. And we got her when my daughter was 3 years old, and she liked Faith Hill. And if you remember This Kiss, she would sing it. She'd go, kiss, 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 is how she'd sing it. It was the funniest little thing. So we named it, my daughter named her Faith, and she had the same markings as Prince. And she was a mama cat. And I cried the day I had to rehome her because I was highly allergic to her, but my son was even worse. Like, he was in the hospital. That's where the allergies began with him. And oh my gosh, I could cry thinking about Faith. She was such a pretty, pretty cat.
Well, I'll give him extra attention for you. Don't worry.
Please do, because I miss my Faith girl. She was she was a
If you
mama.
want to see something funny, I'll show you his back.
Yes, please do. Let me. Looks like two eyes and a smile. Should call him like Prince Happy or Joyful or something. Like, I would have given him like the full on. I don't think I've ever seen a cat marked like. Now, Faith, it was not marked like that.
It looked too kind of like they're and it's that like really goofy smile. It's hilarious.
Oh.
The things I live with, Glenda. I mean, you just saw him give me a headbutt. That's what he does to me, how he wakes me up in the morning.
Oh.
And then he just gets underneath and just curls right up next to my body and has to be next to me. And he does the same thing to my husband.
Oh my gosh, that's the
And
best.
he was the one we found outside.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
I mean, you could see why he does it. He's showing us his love for bringing him in the house. Oh, my heart.
Yes. Yes. I mean, seriously. They're the best, you know?
Yeah.
They're the best. We have because my husband's disabled, we have a German Shepherd standard poodle mix. He's a service dog. He's a working service dog. Now think Irish Wolfhound. Shorter. Everybody thinks that he's an Irish Wolfhound. I'm like, no, he's full grown. He's a big boy, and he is a nutball. Like, he demands you to play all the time when he's off duty. It's the funniest thing. He'll go grab a toy, and he's like, nope, you're not done playing. Get that toy. Well, my neighbor came over, and I told him, I said, I'm taking him to the hospital to go visit his dad. And he goes, you can take your dog to the hospital? And I laughed and I laughed and I laughed. I said, do you know that he's a service dog? He said, no, he's so playful. I didn't know that, because he likes to play all the time. When he's off duty, they play hard. They work hard. They put the vest on, and they're completely different. It's game on. What you see in public is the way that, you know, they are when they're on duty. But when they're at home, they're a play. Well, he's playful breed. I mean, he's the funniest thing. And anyhow, yeah. So I said, yeah, all I have to do is put the vest on. It changes his mindset. It's the funniest thing.
We do the same thing with the kitten because she will get up to no good. So my husband has it now that we wave the harness at her because she does not like that thing yet. So we'll wave the harness at her and she'll shush. And if she's still going to be bad, we put the harness on her. She doesn't like it, but we make her wear it for a few hours just to get her used to it eventually.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, she's eventually gonna go outside, so she has to wear the harness. Oh, that's awesome. And then that's awesome. We had
Yeah.
most of our cats, like prior to these ones, when I was living with my parents, were all rescued. So my cat, we found her outside of a co-op. It's like a grocery gas
Yes.
store.
I know what it is.
Not sure if you guys have them there. I don't know.
No, I lived overseas as well. So I
Oh.
know because I have that experience of moving around. But that's great. Thank you for explaining that because a lot of people don't know, but I've lived around. So
So
yeah.
we ended up finding this beautiful calico behind a co-op, and we took her in. She lived 19 and a half years. I wouldn't doubt she was probably 6 or 7 months when we found her. She literally lived that
Wow.
long, and I cried the day we had to put her down, but she was to the point. She was the best cat with kids. I mean, kids could literally push her over, do anything to her, and she would not get mad at you. But when she had enough, she would just give you a nip, and it was little. It wasn't even to break the skin. A pre-warning, because the next one was going to be going right through.
Oh my
An
gosh.
amazing cat. Like, very rare that you find that.
Mm-mm.
But that's why whenever we see them on the streets, we try to take those ones in. Because those ones really don't have a place. The ones at the Humane Society have a place.
Mm-hmm.
They have a home. They have food constantly. The
Right.
ones outside don't. And I can tell you, this little boy has been an amazing, like, he's teaching her all sorts of things. Wow. So, I mean, eventually we stopped helping with the Humane Society because it's very costly,
Mm-hmm.
like with our own cats and stuff. And we had, I think the last was my parents were helping out with 3 mums with 3 sets of kittens. So there's no such thing as TV.
Right. Right.
I was like,
Right.
come on. It's okay.
Well, I think it's better to rescue, to be honest with you, that way. So I was sharing this a little bit earlier. So my 14-year-old dog that's actually sitting over here, um, and I'm going to be transparent. It's not, I know that a lot of fingers are going to be pointing, but I'm going to share the story because I hope that this helps but people. So I did not know what a puppy mill was, and I didn't know. So here we go. This is a mistake, okay? That she is my best mistake I've ever made in my life. So I mean, just being truthful, we bought her from a store. We went to a rather large store and we actually bought her at a store, not a rescue. We made that mistake. We had gotten another dog from when we lived in England. We got her from a private breeder because when we lived in England, nobody would let us adopt because we were American.
Yeah.
And they discriminated against Americans because they said that we would just dump our dogs. Well, no, that's not what we did. We actually brought our dog back with us. She lived 13 years. I mean, I don't know. Our plan was to, take the dog with us. She was coming back she was family. You know what I mean? So we couldn't rescue when we lived over there. But so when we went to get this current dog, that we have, we paid for her from a store. And I share this story because what I've learned is the conditions of puppy mills, and I highly recommend people do their own research. Don't, I don't, do it. Because I did, and I'm not going to speak too much on it other than do your research. And she has a whole host of medical problems, and it's something to take into consideration. I'm very grateful to have a really good vet because she gets medical attention that she needs. And my vets, we have an ophthalmologist and a regular vet involved with her care. And they both have told me for a puppy mill dog that they are impressed with how we've taken care of her. But it is completely different than how I've had dogs in the past, and it's completely different. It's been a whole host of medical conditions that I've had to deal with. She's had a fused leg. She's had a cherry eye, canine dementia. She's had seizures. And she now has an autoimmune disease that's attacking her eye. So now she can't produce tears.
Oh, geez.
So, I mean, you know, it's been a road, and that's why she's the most loving dog. You know, people come in the house and they're like, Cocker Spaniels are supposed to be mean and aggressive. And I'm like, no, she's actually one of the sweetest dogs in the world. She'll love on you. All she wants is to cuddle and say hello. And that's it, you know. And that's why I say, oh, I am a full supporter and oh, looking for the mouse. That's why I say rescue. You know, I think that people who do that, just from experience, you know, let my life story with my Kimber doggy, that's her name's Kimberly. Let my Kimber doggy be your, you know, reason, you know, do your research, but adopt, don't shop. That's my experience speaking.
Well, and that's what we did too with her. And she's already had lung issues. And I feel bad for her because my husband loves to play with her and she loves to play. As you can see, she's playing with her tablet in my legs.
I love it. I love how she's trying to get that little mouse.
She'll go for hours. It's great. She changes the screen. She does everything. She's just like, I'm attacking it today. I'm like, okay, here you go. Have fun. She's like, okay, I'm going to zoom it a little forward. We're going to rewind it. She does it all. Have fun. But she's already had lung issues. So we took her into the vet, and I took all the documentation we got on her. And they're like, you really got nothing. Really? So she was 10 weeks when we got her. She was spayed, but she's had some lung issues. And when we took her to the vet's like, I don't hear anything. I said, take an x-ray, because I know I can hear it. And my husband can hear it. $300 and some odd later, just to find out one lung was completely infected. So she's still having a little bit of lung issues. So we've got to save up some money and take her back again. But we're broke. I'm like, college. Come on. I'm going to college. I got credit cards to pay off.
Right. It's hard. It's hard.
It is really hard. Like, and all I want to do is provide her the best care possible because she deserves it. She deserves
absolutely.
He deserves a great home. Like,
oh, they're living the spoiled life. I'm just saying, don't even question that. You're living she's living the spoiled life.
Oh, she is. But at the same time, I can't just have one because they bond better as a pair.
Yeah, they do.
No. Do not chew on my computer.
Not good. Kind of need your computer. What do you
Not
think?
even 2 weeks old. You don't type and leave a comment. You.
Are you trying to say you live the spoiled life? Tell mama it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna be okay. You're doing good. Let's see what
She actually tried to leave a comment.
Oh, what did she say? Just push enter. It'll be funny. As long as it. Oh, push enter. We should see this. We should push enter. Push enter.
It's not on your chat though.
Oh, it's not in my chat. Oh.
I will copy it though. Hold on.
Copy paste it. Let's put it up. She's typing. She's like, Mom, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. That's what she's saying.
My cat, I swear. What are we doing with you? This is what she spelled.
Okay. I'm waiting for it to come through. Oh my God. Oh, here we go. Thank you at the end. It's a different thank you.
Different TY.
At least she said thank you. She has manners. You're raising a cat. It's got manners. This is, for those who are, somebody just popped in. This was a cat that typed Sarah's cat. She's got manners. I need you to train my dogs to have some manners. Let's have this conversation. How do you train an animal to have manners? Thank you. It's right there. Thank you. TY. She's into money. She definitely has taste, right? She knows that you're spending money on her. So she's got that. She knows you're taking good care of her, giving her the good
She's
stuff.
in a different world.
She's in a different
Have a great day.
Yeah. E squared. She's a little bit of a math geek. She's smart. Fine, she's a little bit on the smart side. You have a smart cat.
Oh, she's crazy too.
I'm impressed. Look at that. That deserves some praise here. You doing good with your cat there, Sarah.
Thank you.
We're going to leave that up for a while.
Oh,
That
God.
is Sarah's cat. Sarah's cat did that. Ding, ding. Smart cat.
I'm so going to show my husband this live after because he's going to crack up too. She typed that darn tootin'. You know she changes settings. So if she can change settings and you don't know what she's done, she can type.
I mean, E squared. So the E's going 3 times. Okay. Squared, right? So then we got $3. So something's $3.
Yep.
So what is $3? What did you get her for $3? Did you get her a toy?
It could have been, but the toy was actually like $2.20. But with tax, it could be close to $3.
So she knows about the toy.
Oh, she's played with these toys. I brought them home after one day because I travel all over the city. Literally, I'm in a different area of the city every day. And we ended up at this mall, and I found a cute little animal store. I found these little mice with the little ears, little eyes in the front, and then it's got like this little rubber tail. Both picked it up in their mouths, like one each, and ran. And I kid you not, our male doesn't really pick up a lot of toys in his mouth and run away with them, but this one he did. Oh yeah. He was just like, like, okay, you're crazy, but all right, if you enjoy it.
So it's different then.
Yeah, different than the other fuzzy ones. Yeah, we've got ones that make squeaky noises, and these ones they really like.
I'm analyzing this.
Okay, well, if you want to analyze, then you have to add this in. One day we found a cricket in the house. My cat was just, like, the male was just staring and staring and staring, and I'm like, Prince, what do you want? So I lifted it up. There's a cricket. I'm like, okay, squash the dang thing. I'm like, okay, I'll go get just a paper towel and clean this up. Didn't even get to the paper towel. He ate it.
I got you.
Mom, you clean up enough. Here you go.
I got you. Like I said, the service dog is wild. He will eat flies in the air. I'm like, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
You're good. He's like, I will eat it. I see it. I'm like, protein. Okay, it's good. It's organic.
You know what? The cat I was telling you about that lived 19 and a half years, I would wake her up at 2 a.m, walk her into the bathroom, get the spider to move. Like, I would touch the spider, get it to move. 1 or 2 bites, the thing would be gone. I didn't have to worry about it being in the house anymore. when your cats eat bugs, it's extra protein for them.
Exactly.
Really, it's not a bad thing.
No.
And on top of it, you don't have to clean up the mess.
Mm-mm.
There's your second bonus.
Dogs are the same way. I'm learning this dog that we've got. He really likes to do that, and I'm like, okay, you're good. Keep doing it. Go ahead. It's not as long
Yeah.
as you're fine. You go ahead. I don't mind the ones that are flying. I get a little concerned about the ones that are like coming in the house because we do have the house because we live next to a cornfield. I do have the house sprayed, so I do not let him do it when the house is getting sprayed because it don't or
Okay.
anywhere near that time frame because we have a lot of June bugs that try to get in and that kind of stuff. And I don't mind the bugs, but it's an influx with living next to a cornfield. So
It is.
I don't let
It's
him do
part of
it at
it.
that point, but yeah, he likes to get the ones that are flying. I'm like, that's fine. Go ahead. And he's good. I'm trying to, what's that with the chopstick, the movie with the kid that or the guy that
Oh
can
yeah, the one you can catch the flies with the chopsticks.
yeah.
I
I'm
know,
like,
I know what you're talking about, but couldn't tell
I
you what
can't
movie it was.
I can't think of it either. But anyhow, yeah, that's the dog. That's what he does. And I'm like, you are a hot mess there, little man. You are just a hot mess. My 14-year-old is as lazy as they come. So our other dog that passed away, she was a hunter. Like she was trained to hunt pheasant, the guy that had her before us. He wanted a little bit of Christmas money and a fifth of Jack is what he wanted. I'm like, all right, and that's how we got her. And he said that he started to train her for pheasant hunting, and she'd bring us, oh my gosh, all kinds of things. And then I'm like, we don't need this, thank you, I appreciate it. But then her little butt would be like, wagging and stuff, and she smiles, look what I brought, and she'd have it hanging out. I'm like, all right, thank you, old girl, in fact, I told the story to my brother-in-law, and no sooner I told it to him, she had gotten a squirrel, and I had to like put it over to let the hawks take care of it. But she was a happy camper. And then this one, yeah, that
The
one,
Karate Kid. The Karate Kid.
That's it. So then I had to fling it over to let the hawks take care of the squirrel. And then this one that I've got, this 14-year-old, she's just a lover. That's all she's like good at. Now I've got a Karate Kid that can get it out of the sky. Like he just pays attention. It's like, I'm going to get it. And then I have chickens, which are a whole nother thing. Like they are the funniest little things. They will fight over a bug. Like,
yes,
they are funny. Like I had no idea how funny they will get one bug and then they'll start to eat it and the other one will rip it out of their mouths. And I'm like, really? Because like,
have you ever seen the cartoons where one chicken's got the worm and the other one comes and the other? That's exactly what chickens are like.
Yeah. Yeah. And heaven forbid if a mouse from the field comes in, because then it's like game on for the mouse. I'm like, ooh, I think I will leave the run for that one. I can't watch that.
Yeah.
I have to walk out and like, have fun, girls. Have fun. I only have hens. They're all because I don't want a rooster with living in a subdivision. I'm trying to be kind to my neighbors, but I do like roosters. My neighbor has a couple of them and they're sweet, but then they have had a couple that were a little bit more aggressive. But they're just doing their job. That's just my theory on it. But anyhow, but no, I just have all hens, and boy, some of them are just kind of like, when they see a mouse, it's like game on. It's like, I'm like, okay, you made the wrong decision coming into this run, little mouse, wrong place, should stay clear, should come with a warning. Don't go near the girls. Wrong door, stay out. And then I decided to plant mint. I thought if I plant mint around, maybe that'll keep them away, because they say mint repels mice. No, it don't. No, it don't. The mice are they're like, mint, what mint? Walk right on in. I'm trying to keep the mice out. I'm trying to save the little mouse's life.
It's not going to work because they eat anything pretty much, from my understanding.
They do. They do. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're crazy. So, but they're funny hens. I have one, her name is Coco, and she's my diva. She thinks that she can, no joke. She thinks she can drive out and or jump out and drive. She thinks she can get out and jump. She is the prettiest little thing. She lays pink eggs, is her color.
That's cool.
Egg. Yeah, I don't know if let's see if I've got a picture of her, but she is oh gosh, let's see if I can find her picture. I don't know that I have it here. I'm looking, skimming through. Yep, I do. All right. Let's see. She's a diva. She looks evil in this picture, but it's kind of like hurry up and give me the mealworms.
Yeah.
But she looks evil in that, but she's actually not evil.
Why are you wet?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Got into something, huh?
And now it's all over my tablet. You see it?
Yes.
Get off my computer, you.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Dodo.
Probably drinking something and came over and just shared the water.
And she loves to get her paw in it and dump it over. Her entire foot is wet.
Wow.
You will not chew that.
Wow.
I will bite you. Okay, stop opening 50 million different programs, woman.
Probably wants to go shopping next.
Look, she's
Oh my goodness. Checking
literally
the weather.
opening. See the settings at the bottom?
Yes. Yeah.
That shouldn't be there.
Yeah. Looks like she was checking the weather too.
Yep, she was. That's open. My YouTube studio is open.
I told you. Smart girl. Anybody who questions, I say smart girl. Smart girl.
Smart pain in my bum too.
Smart girl. You know what? You should do like a whole thing on her YouTube. Like do like a little thing. Uh-oh, I think we lost her. Oh, are you there? Oh, there you are.
Doing?
Uh-oh.
She's minimized the screen. She went into a different screen. She reopened that other screen. It's daily with her.
Oh my goodness.
She just do a siren webpage.
Oh my
Don't
goodness.
you dare chew on my tablet. Yeah, it means you're getting hungry. I know.
Aw. Well, I'm going to have to wrap this up. I've got some things that I need to get to take care of. So, aren't you a cutie? Aw. Oh my goodness. Oh my
What are you doing?
goodness.
What you doing?
Are you trying to do some more typing? Is that it? I want to know what you have to say.
Oh. Okay. Say hi.
Hi, sweetheart. Come on back to the channel anytime. Log in and chat with me anytime. This is proof we know that you like having conversations. I've left this up for you, sweetheart. You have a voice.
Again already.
I told you she's smart. She's smart.
Especially when she's hungry.
Aww.
She knows what to do to get food. Say hi.
Hi, baby. Aw, her little nose has got a little heart. She's got heart-shaped nose.
Yeah.
Miss Lover. That's what we're going to call you. Miss Lover. Yes. Her Miss Lover. It's her hungries. It's her way for some food. Oh, I like your little stripies.
It's a little M above her eyes.
I do. Little peaks. Oh, it's her hungries. Is that it?
Yeah.
Aw. Oh,
That's
her
why she
eyes
keeps
are
munching on my computer.
Yeah, time to get some food.
Daddy
Aw.
didn't feed you at 6 this morning.
Uh-oh.
Usually
Uh-oh.
she gets a little extra food around 6 a.m. And then they go till about 2 or so in the afternoon. So she should be fine, but she's just hungry today. So I'll go give her some food.
Aw. Let me take this.
Yeah. You want to play again, or are you just going to knock it over?
She's like, hurry up. I'm ready to eat. Boy, you can really see her marks. Look at her. Let's go. I'm trying to chat.
There you go.
I got important things to do. Look at that. I'm chatting away.
You have to hit skip ads, honey. Oh, she changed the video completely.
Oh my goodness. What a sweet little girl. What a sweet little girl.
There you go.
What a sweetie.
She's just having too much fun.
It looks like it. Look, now she's going to use her back legs. Whole body. Look at her. Oh, mouse. Mouse. Get it. Now I'm going to sit on it. That's how we'll get it. I'll sit on it. That'll get the mouse.
Go get it.
Get
it. Pure entertainment, Glenda.
Oh my gosh. Aww.
Get it. This is what my day consists of.
That's a lot of joy and a lot of fun.
I'm not working or doing school.
I love it. I love it.
But thank you so much for having me up here. I hope you guys had a great time.
I did. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate Sarah for being my first non-family guest. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Thank you. And you're welcome to come back anytime. The welcome mat is out and the light is on, as I like to say. So come on back anytime. It was a pleasure talking with you.
If I catch you when I'm awake or if I'm not at work, I will absolutely be up. Is it just Sunday mornings that you're doing lives, or?
I'm trying to do it on Sundays in the afternoon. It just really depends on with caregiving. I try to give a little bit of a warning when I'm going to go live, but it really just depends on how things are going with my husband, just because of caregiving. But I try to go on Sundays is my goal. Okay. So I, as soon as I can lock down a time with him, then we're good. But I have to play him by ear. He's priority number one. So.
Absolutely.
So once we can get that kind of worked out, then we'll be there. So, but Sundays during the day. So I'll just give a little bit of a warning out so people know. Aww. Well,
literally,
Sarah,
this is what I have to deal with day in, day out.
Bring her back next time. Well, I'd like to hear what she has been up to and how her day is going too. She's an important guest as well.
She has to type. I swear, I did none of the typing for her.
I love it. I love it. And one more time, here's her comment for those who missed it. Well, Sarah, it was a pleasure having you on today. So thank you so much.
Not a problem. I hope you have a great rest of the day as well. I'm going to get some cleaning and some studying, and
And good luck
hopefully
tomorrow.
we'll be done by 10 p.m. tonight.
Yes. And good luck tomorrow on your exam.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
All right, you guys have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. This was so much fun hanging out with Sarah's little corner of the crochet and with everybody else that joined us. And thank you to all the YouTube channels that sent gifts for my husband and for me. And later today, check out Gail's Southern Living. I'm going to be live tonight at 5 o'clock on her channel. So come on back and check her out. Thank you so much, Frog Crochet. Thank you for hanging out. You have a blessed day too. And to everybody, do something fun. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.